found one of Suzanne's magazines, right? Flicking through, because there's always interesting stuff in there. There was something about swingers.
Right.
I was like, what's all that about?
Yeah.
And it had an interview with some people talking about, you know, how they sleep about a bit.
Yeah.
And I thought, if my wife looked like that, I probably would. Because there was a few pictures of them, and they were all pretty ugly.
Yes.
I thought, right. So I took that in, soaked that up, thought, there you go. Carried on reading. There was a bit in there about how women still have crushes, right?
Yes.
And the woman was going on about how she's 38, right? But she still fancies Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, even though it'll never happen, she's still got that little bit in her head that thinks one day she'll leave Gwyneth, right? And end up with her, right?
Right.
Anyway, so I'm thinking this is a bit boring, but I'm flicking through it all. And,
Is this a Rockbusters clue?
No. Right. And I read further on, right? And, she said, you know, I like to go out with my mates, and we come up with lists in pubs of people who like, oh, you know, they'd be nice to go out with. She also came up with a list of unlikely lust objects, I think she called them.
Yeah.
Guess who was in that list?
Ricky Gervais.
Think again.
Karl Pilkington.
Right. Next one.
Johnny Vegas.
Said, lanky co-writer.
Rubbish.
Lanky co-writer.
What do you mean lanky co-writer?
Well, do I need to say any more? He said...
Hang on, wait a minute. Let's not talk about... I don't know what you're laughing at my expense. I'm an unlikely lust object.
Yeah,
but yeah, what was it called? The list?
The unlikely lust object.
Yes.
You were in there, right?
Who else was?
Well, you weren't in there.
Richard Madeley.
Fine.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
Alistair Campbell.
Brilliant. Another handsome dude. What you talking about? What, you think I'm ashamed or embarrassed about that? I'm proud of it. What magazine was it? I need to buy a couple of copies.
It was.
Need to get a t-shirt made.
Yeah, and did she leave her number?
Yeah. What? So what magazine was it? I'm just out of interest.
I think it's called Red.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But now you've dissed those people that are putting themselves in their swingers because you've said they're ugly. So now we know what magazine it is. People are going to look at that. People are going to look at that poor woman, and they're going to know you think she's a hog.
No, but I think they even know.
Was there a picture of the woman who was drawn up the list of unlikely lust objects?
Mm.
What was she like?
I wouldn't waste my time.
Thanks, mate. I know you're on my side.
The Thrills on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Object of unlikely lust object, Steve Merchant.
I'd like to have that now, prefixing my name everywhere I'm written about.
I know, yeah. Did he make the freak list?
Whoa!
Which is a different magazine, isn't it? And I'm joking, of course. Karl Pilkington, a man of sort of quiet dignity and and in a way, he's got his own sort of inner beauty, hasn't he, Karl?
Not really.
Do you think?
Well, I'll tell you why I don't think it is, because the woman that wrote the piece, saying that I was an unlikely lust object, has just emailed in. And Karl, you've offended her quite considerably.
What did he say?
Why?
I wouldn't waste my time, is what you said. She's repeated that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste my time, the flaming cheek. Although it's a horrible picture, I am, of course, in real life, a vision of loveliness. I'm not 38, I'm 25. I don't think Stephen's that unlikely lust object. A sense of humour is important, and he's welcome to my phone number if he wants it.
That sense of humour is important, that's a down,
Is she a swinger?
Stop it!
Don't have a go at the woman,
I'm messing about. She knows I'm messing about.
Well, how are you messing about?
I've told you this, though. I've told you that anyone could be listening, haven't I? I've told you that before, things you say. But we encourage him. We say, what does she look like? But it's meant to be rhetorical. That was a joke. That was Stephen's joke, what does she look like? I.e., him joking, like, oh, I'll call her up because I'm on a list. And then you have to say that. I mean, that's what I mean. So chances are, if she likes Stephen, she hasn't seen him, she listens to the radio. So, the likelihood is that, she was listening to this show.
Yeah.
So, think.
Will I drop the thing I was going to do about Lisa Riley?
Well,
she's not listening.
Some people deserve it.
She's still at lunch.
What, from Tuesday? There's an all-you-can-eat place going out of business as we speak.
Oh, bloody hell, she's back, you killed me, I gotta do Bambino, please leave now! Please leave! So,
No, but she knows we're only messing. This, this
everyone knows you're only messing, we're all only messing. I hope we don't offend anyone of, you know, any kind out there. We're only joking, aren't we, Carl?
Yeah.
Say something nice about her.
What can you remember of the picture that you could say was good? Maybe she was wearing some
There
nice
wasn't
clothes.
anything, to be honest. I'll have another look and have a look. I think she had a nice shirt on or something.
Forthcoming single from British Sea Power, that's called Carry On.
I love it.
It's great.
It's fantastic. On XFM 104.9.
What do you make, Carl, of these people? I was reading a paper today, they've been queuing up for 12 hours last night for the new Harry Potter book.
Oh, God. Oh, God, it really annoys me. Everything, oh, God, it really annoys me.
But who has to, I mean, I know it's just a kind of willful sort of stubbornness.
I see adults
Yeah.
reading it, you know.
Well, I was up in Hampstead last night, and there's a Waterstones branch of that, and there were a couple of people outside, queuing, waiting for it to open.
What do they look like?
Well, I mean,
Things that they're like the ones that come out of Forbidden Planet on a Thursday.
yeah, I mean, what do you expect? There was one guy, I mean, I don't mean to disrespect him, but he was a big bloater, wearing shorts, I don't want to see his big fleshy legs. He looked like John O'Coleman, if I'm not...
There's nothing wrong with John
He
O'Coleman.
wore a knapsack. They always seem to have knapsacks for some reason.
Well, they got old papers in there, haven't they?
Exactly.
Got a 9 year supply of
Well, there was
the Mirror.
about 4 of them. There was a couple of women, a couple of guys, all looked basically the same. They were interchangeable. And,
Probably get an
They were
email
there
from him in a minute.
Yeah, I am the fat bloke with fleshy legs.
yeah. I recognise your description.
I like to read these books whilst listening to XFM of a Saturday.
I was sort of watching them from where I was, and they must have been there for about an hour and a half. They're obviously strangers. Their common interest was Harry Potter. They were sort of chatting to each other for about an hour and a half. So as I'm leaving, I wander past them. An hour and a half in to them having met each other, the conversation is, all I heard was, well, of course, apparently she cried when she finished the last one. And I thought, they've not moved on. The conversation had not moved on.
No, they might have been talking about Dawn French, you know, chocolate orange. By then.
Yeah.
I know she cried when she finished the last one once.
Yeah. But I got no time for them. Pop into Woolworths now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, get it tomorrow, read it. You're going to get home at 1:30 and start reading it.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
So you can put it on the internet.
Oh, God.
Your opinions.
Oh, it annoys me.
It is extraordinary. The whole kind of Harry Potter phenomenon has passed me by.
I know. Well, good luck to her, you know.
But you meet adults who are, you say, what are you doing? They go, I'm just rereading Harry Potter. What, you couldn't follow it the first time?
Yeah. I mean, it's not her fault, you know, she made £300 million by writing a few books for her kids. Well done. But, I'm sure I'm not sure they're very good, but, I haven't read them, I'm sure they're not. But no, I don't know. No, I'm joking. I've no idea.
A book about a little wizard.
With glasses.
Yeah, and make millions. It's so easy. If you think it's so easy, you do it.
You like him, because you look a bit like him.
Well,
wow.
You know.
I wonder if he's on that wish list, that woman who emailed in, why was she making a list of unlikely...
Can we leave this now?
No, but I mean, what was it? What was context with it? It was like, here's my top 10 weird-looking fellas that I do.
No.
What was it? No, but what was, she was talking about what? She'd started talking about, body waxing, and went, and by the way, while I'm here, here's 10 blokes that I would if I had to, and they're a bit weird, you'll be surprised. What was the context?
I forgot.
He's scared to say anything now! He's scared to say anything! Oh, bless him.
I just was looking at a picture because I was attracted to it because she was good looking and that, didn't read on. Is that alright?
Well done. That's got you out of that little mess.
Yeah. But, Harry Potter.
Yeah. Can't be honest with it. Have you read them?
No, because the first time it came out, I was a bit confused, wasn't I? Because I thought it was about
Of course you were. Yeah. Of course what?
This isn't what? It's a book.
No, I got confused with the little rabbit. I thought it was her, didn't I? You talked about it when
Beatrix Potter.
Yeah, I got mixed up with that, so I sort of missed out on the first one anyway.
You were just running around confused.
So it was it was sort of too late to get into it, I think, after.
Yeah, it's too late now, yeah. It's impossible. Same with Shakespeare, if you weren't around, you know, the day he wrote the first ones, there's no point in going back.
But it's all the fuss that she's getting as well, like,
Well, I think it's because she's a British industry now, isn't she? I mean, it must have made, What, billions?
Well, it's the perfect success story. She writes a story for her children, and it becomes a worldwide phenomenon. You know, it's not cynical. It's just a great story.
Didn't your dad ever pop anything down in writing?
I'll tell you what, my mum wanted to do it.
Yeah.
There's been loads of things, little inventions she's come up with and that, but she's been too busy doing other stuff. But she used to come up with stories for me as a kid that I'm sure, if they came out, they'd be a success.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do you remember any of them?
There was one about a little red car. I can't remember how that ended.